The text from my sister arrived at 2:47 p.m. on a Monday. Dad's in the hospital, heart attack. We need $15,000 for surgery now or he'll die. My finger hovered over the reply button. I had $847,000 in my savings account. $15,000 would be nothing. But here's what my family didn't know. Dad wasn't in any hospital. He was at a golf resort in Scottsdale. I know because I'd hired a private investigator 3 weeks earlier. The worst part wasn't that they were lying, it was that this was the 17th time they'd tried this in 5 years. And this time, I was ready. Let me take you back to where this all started. Growing up, there were 2 daughters in the Chen family, perfect Jessica and disappointing me. Jessica got the private tutors, the brand name clothes, the college fund. I got hand-me-downs and money doesn't grow on trees, Maya. When I was 16, I asked my parents for $200 to go on the class trip to Washington, D.C. Mum actually laughed. We're not made of money. Jessica needs a new laptop for her applications. That laptop cost $2,400. That night, I made a promise to myself. I would never need them for anything ever again. I worked 3 jobs through college, waitressing, tutoring, weekend data entry. While Jessica partied at UC Berkeley on Mum and Dad's dime, I studied computer science at community college and transferred to a state school. No loans, no help. Just me and my stubborn pride. Fast forward to age 27. I'd built a cybersecurity consulting firm from my 1-bedroom apartment. We specialized in protecting healthcare data. First-year revenue, $340,000. By year 3, $2.3 million. My parents didn't know. Jessica didn't know. I'd moved across the country to Austin and kept my LinkedIn profile private. To them, I was still Maya who works with computers somewhere. The first request came on my 28th birthday. Mum called, rare enough that I answered. Honey, I hate to ask, but your father needs dental surgery. His insurance won't cover it. We need $8,000. Can you help your family? Something in her voice wasn't right, too rehearsed. But it was Dad's health. I sent the money that day. 2 weeks later, I saw Dad's Facebook post. Photos from a cruise to Alaska with Mum. Cost per person? About $4,000. My hands shook as I scrolled through the pictures. They'd used my money for a vacation. I called Mom. So, Dad's dental surgery went well? Oh yes, honey, he's recovering beautifully. Thank you so much. That's amazing considering he's currently eating lobster on a cruise ship. Silence. Then, Maya, we don't have to explain ourselves to you. Family helps family. Don't be selfish. She hung up. That word, selfish, burned in my chest for days. I'd given them $8,000 without question, and I was the selfish one. 3 months later, Jessica called. We hadn't spoken in 2 years. Maya, hi. Listen, I'm in a tight spot. My car broke down and I need $3,000 for repairs. I'm between jobs right now, and Mum and Dad are tapped out. Can you wire it today? I checked Jessica's Instagram while she talked. Her most recent post from that morning, Sunday brunch at Toulouse. Best mimosas in San Francisco. Toulouse, where brunch for 2 runs about $200. Sure, Jess. What's wrong with the car? The transmission. It's completely shot. Which car? The Audi or the BMW? Her Instagram showed both in recent posts. The Audi. Look, can you just send the money? I'm really stressed. I sent $500 with a note. For the transmission. This is all I can spare right now. She didn't respond, but 2 days later Mum called to tell me I was disappointing the family and not pulling my weight. Over the next 4 years, the requests came like clockwork. Every 3 to 6 months, a new emergency. Mum's cancer treatment, $12,000. She didn't have cancer. Jessica's identity theft legal fees, $5,000. Never filed a police report. Dad's business loan repayment, $20,000. His business had closed 8 years ago. Jessica's emergency root canal, $2,800. Her dentist's office had no record of her. Mum's prescription medication, $1,500. The pharmacy said no one by her name had filled anything. Dad's car accident settlement, $15,000. No accident report existed. Every time I wanted to believe them, every time I investigated, every time they were lying. But I kept giving them money, smaller amounts each time. Why? Because some pathetic part of me still wanted them to love me, to see me, to treat me like I mattered. The real breaking point came last Christmas. I'd driven home for the first time in 3 years. I wanted to try, to be a family. Christmas morning, I watched them open Jessica's gifts. A $300 cashmere scarf for Mum, a $400 watch for Dad. They oohed and ahed, hugged her, and took photos. I'd given them each $1,000 in cash in handwritten cards where I'd poured my heart out about wanting to rebuild our relationship. Dad didn't even read the card, just pocketed the money and said, "Thanks." Mum read hers, shrugged and said, "Money's not really a personal gift, Maya. Jessica put thought into hers." I drove back to Austin that night, cried the whole 6-hour drive, and somewhere around Waco, the sadness turned to something else. Anger. I spent the next 2 months creating a detailed spreadsheet. Every request, every lie, every dollar. The total came to $73,400 over 5 years. But I needed more than a spreadsheet. I needed proof of the lies. That's when I hired Marcus Chen, no relation, a private investigator who specialized in family fraud cases. "I've seen this before," Marcus said in our first meeting. "You're the family ATM. They see you as a resource, not a person. You want to cut them off." "I want something better," I told him. "I want to expose them." Here's what Marcus uncovered over 3 weeks. Dad had $127,000 in a retirement account he'd never touched. Mum's essential medication, the pharmacy confirmed she'd never filled a prescription there. Jessica's broken-down Audi, sold it for $31,000 2 weeks after I'd sent money for repairs. The cancer treatment money, paid for Mum and Dad's bathroom remodel. Marcus got photos. Jessica's rent, which she'd claimed to be struggling with, Dad had been paying it the whole time. But the nuclear bomb in Marcus's report, a text thread he'd retrieved from Jessica's cloud backup. Jessica to Mum, 8 months earlier. Maya sent another $5,000, easiest money ever, LOL. Mum to Jessica. "See, I told you she'd never say no. She's desperate for us to like her. We should ask for more next time." "Think we can get $10,000 for Dad's surgery?" "Let's try $15,000. The more specific we are, the more real it sounds." I read those texts 7 times. Then I vomited in Marcus's office bathroom. That's when I designed the test. I created a fake financial crisis for myself. Here's what I did. 1. Set the stage. Posted vague, worried messages on a private family group chat I'd created months earlier that they rarely checked. 2. Planted evidence. Had my assistant send me urgent emails that I'd leave open on my laptop during video calls. 3. Created witnesses. Had my business partner mention to mutual family friends that my company was going through something difficult. Then I waited. 2 weeks passed. Nothing. They didn't notice, didn't ask if I was okay. So I escalated. I called Mum, let my voice shake and said, "I need to talk to someone. Things are really bad right now." "Oh, honey, I can't talk now. Jessica and I are meeting for lunch. Call you later?" She never called back. I tried Dad. "Hey, Dad, I'm dealing with something really serious. Could we talk?" "Sure, kiddo. Hey, actually, while I have you, your mum's birthday is coming up. Can you chip in for her gift? Jessica and I are going in on a spa weekend. We need about $800 from you." My own father couldn't hear the distress in my voice because he was too busy asking for money. That night, I moved to phase 2. I posted in the family group chat, "Emergency, companies being sued, might lose everything, don't know what to do." Jessica's response came 6 hours later. "That sucks." Mum's response came the next day. "You'll figure it out, sweetie. Hey, did you see the photos I tagged you in?" Dad never responded. But then I posted, "Might have to declare bankruptcy. Can't even cover rent next month." You know how long it took for Jessica to call? 11 minutes. "Maya, oh my God, I just saw your message. Are you okay?" I let my voice crack. "I don't know. Everything's falling apart. The lawsuit, I might lose the business." "That's horrible. Listen, I know things have been weird between us, but you're my sister. If you need help—" "Actually," I interrupted, "I do need help. I need about $10,000 to cover rent and expenses until this settles." Dead silence. Then, "Oh, Maya, you know I would, but I'm completely broke right now. My car—" "Jessica, I need help. I'm your sister." "I know, but I literally don't have it. Maybe Mum and Dad—" "Can you ask them for me? Please?" She promised she would. 3 days later, she called back. "I talked to them. They really want to help, but Dad's retirement fund is locked up, and Mum's car needs repairs. They said maybe in a few months?" "Jessica, I might be homeless in a few months. Can you ask your friends? Or get a loan?" "Look, I'm sorry, but we just don't have it right now." Phase 3. I posted in the group chat, "Update, got a potential investor meeting. They might save the company. But I need $15,000 by Friday to keep things running until the deal closes. Life or death for my business. Can anyone help? We'll pay back double when the deal goes through." No response. Not from any of them. But here's where it got interesting. The same day I posted that, Jessica posted on her public Instagram, "Surprise! Treated myself to a little retail therapy." The photo showed shopping bags from Nordstrom, Sephora, and Anthropology. The next day, Mum posted, "Date night with my favourite man." Picture of her and Dad at a steakhouse where entrees start at $65. They had money for shopping sprees and expensive dinners, but not for their daughter who was losing everything. I documented everything, screenshots, timestamps, witnesses. Then came the text I opened this story with. "Jessica, 2:47 p.m. Dad's in the hospital, heart attack. We need $15,000 for surgery now or he'll die." I called Marcus. "Where's my father right now?" "Hold on." I heard keyboard clicks. "GPS shows his phone at the Phoenician Resort in Scottsdale. He's been there for 3 days. Looks like a golf package." I laughed. Actually, I laughed. It was either that or scream. I texted Jessica back, "Which hospital?" "St. David's. Please hurry. Mum's here and she's falling apart." St. David's. We had 17 hospitals in the Austin area, and she'd picked the one closest to my office. They'd done research this time. I called St. David's directly. "Hi, I'm checking on a patient, Thomas Chen, Chen. He was admitted today for a heart attack." "One moment." Pause. "I'm not showing anyone by that name in our system. Can you check emergency room admits from the last 24 hours? "I'm checking all the admissions from last week. No Thomas Chen." I recorded the call, legal in Texas with one-party consent. Then I drove to St. David's anyway, parked in the lot, took a photo of the emergency room entrance with a timestamp. Went inside and asked the front desk if my father was there. They checked again. Nothing. I recorded that conversation too. Then I texted Jessica. On my way. Which room? They're still evaluating him. Just bring the money. We need to pay the deposit before they'll do the surgery. What kind of surgery? Emergency bypass. Maya, please, we're wasting time. I'll be there in 10 minutes. I wasn't going to the hospital. I was driving home to make 3 phone calls. Call 1, to Dad's phone. He answered on the second ring. Hello? Hey Dad, it's Maya. How are you? Oh, hi kiddo. I'm great. Your mum and I are in Arizona playing some golf. Beautiful day here. That's wonderful. Hey, is Mum with you? She's right here on the next hole. Want me to grab her? No, that's okay. Just wanted to check in. Love you. I recorded it. Call 2, to Mum's phone. Maya, is everything all right? Hi, Mum. Yeah, I'm good. Are you with Dad? Yes, we're on vacation in Scottsdale. Why? Just making sure you're both okay. Having fun? Oh, yes, it's lovely. The weather's perfect. Recorded. Call 3, to my lawyer. Sarah, I need you to draft something for me. I didn't send the money. Instead, I sent a group text to Mum, Dad, and Jessica at 3:30 p.m. I attached Marcus's full investigative report, 87 pages. The text thread between Mum and Jessica about manipulating me. GPS coordinates showing Dad's phone in Arizona. Recordings of my calls to both parents. Photos of Dad at the golf resort. Marcus had taken them that morning. My call with St. David's Hospital. A spreadsheet showing all 17 fabricated emergencies and $73,400 in lies. A legal cease and desist letter from my attorney. The message read, Dad's not in the hospital. He's playing golf in Scottsdale. Mum's with him. I have proof of every lie you've told me for 5 years. I've documented everything. This ends today. You saw me as an ATM, not a daughter or sister. You laughed about manipulating me. You only called when you wanted money, and when I actually needed help, all 3 of you vanished. You're not getting another dollar from me, ever. If you contact me again asking for money, my lawyer will file harassment charges. I have everything documented. The saddest part? If you had just loved me, I would have given you anything. But you couldn't even do that. Lose my number. My phone started ringing immediately. Dad, declined. Jessica, declined. Mum, declined. Then the texts poured in. Maya, you don't understand. We can explain. This is how you treat your family. We raised you better than this. You're being so dramatic. We were going to tell you it was a test to see if you'd help your family. How dare you spy on us? You're the one who should be ashamed. You're cut out of the will. Hope your money keeps you warm at night. Everyone's going to know what a selfish bitch you are. I blocked all 3 numbers. Then I called Marcus. How much do I owe you? $1,500. But Maya, I've been doing this for 20 years. This is the most documented case I've ever seen. If they try anything, legally, socially, anything, you have enough evidence to bury them. Send me your invoice. And Marcus, thank you for helping me see clearly. 2 days later, my aunt, Dad's sister, called from a number I didn't have blocked. Maya, I just heard what happened. I need you to know something. Your parents pulled this same thing with your uncle 15 years ago. A fake medical emergency, needed money, turned out to be a lie. He cut them off. The family took their side. He died alone 3 years ago. I didn't realize they'd do it to their own daughter. Why are you telling me this? Because you did the right thing. Don't let them make you doubt that. And Maya, I'm sorry. I'm sorry we all failed you. She started showing up to family events with my story. Quietly, privately, she told cousins, aunts, uncles what had really happened. She showed them the receipts. The family split. Some sided with my parents. Blood is blood, and she should forgive them. But others, the ones who actually listened, saw what I'd seen, that I hadn't been treated like family, I'd been treated like a resource. 6 months later, I'm sitting in my home office in Austin. My company just landed its biggest client, $4.2 million contract. I'm dating someone who actually values me. I have friends who check on me without asking for money. And I haven't spoken to my parents or Jessica since that text. Do I miss them? I miss the family I wanted them to be, but I don't miss who they actually were. Here's what I learned. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do for yourself is walk away from people who only love what you can give them. The real family doesn't keep score. They don't see you as a bank. They don't laugh about manipulating you in text messages. And if your family only shows up when they need something, they're not your family. They're just people you happen to share DNA with. I'm building my own family now, one that actually shows up. Last week, I got a voicemail from a number I didn't recognize. It was Jessica. Maya, it's me. Don't delete this. I got into some trouble, real trouble this time. I need $25,000 by Monday or I'm going to jail. Please. I know I messed up before, but this is different. This is real. I'm your sister. Please call me back. I saved the voicemail. Then I blocked the number. And you know what I felt? Not guilt, not sadness. Peace.